Hey Ananya, good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Yeah, can you please quickly turn on your camera, Ananya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you please go ahead with your introduction?
Uh, uh, Hello, sir. I am Ananya. I completed my graduation on the year of 2022, and I completed my graduation on about the computer science and engineering. And after that, I joined Hexaware, and I am working here for 2 years. And currently, I am working in Meta. And now I am seeking out for automation.
Okay, great. Nice to hear this. Um, Great. So, what are the okay? So, can you please tell me something about your projects and what is your roles and responsibilities there?
Yeah, my project, I'm working in a manual testing project. So here, my project name is Meta. In this project, we have different product like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And right now, I am working in Facebook Live. And here, I need to test that two entry point, that broadcaster and the viewer, and I have to check that if the entry point it is working fine as expected or not, and if it is not, then I have to raise the bugs, and as per the engineer, I have a conversation with them. That's it.
Okay, great. Nice to hear this. Okay, so you are using Agile model for your project, right?
Yes.
Can you please tell me something about your Agile model?
Um, Here we have daily scrum meeting. Means it is about to 1 hour every day. Like every day we have to tell that what we have to do, what we did yesterday, and if any challenges we faced or not. And that is, and like every sprint we have like 2 weeks. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Great. Let me move here. So, what is the testing pyramid are you using for your, projects? Like, can you please explain me that? What is the testing strategies are you using?
Testing strategies like we have smoke regression testing, and sometimes we have new feature testing. Means which feature we newly launched, that we have to test before it get launched. Means in build we have to build it, will like master build we have to test, like it is working good or not. Then we have smoke and regression as usual, like every week we have like two days we have smoke testing, 2 days we have regression testing, and different scenarios we have to do that smoke and regression, and new feature we if it is there, then we have to test about that.
Okay. What is the testing pyramid? Are you following any testing pyramid?
No.
So, what is the testing pyramid basically?
Basically we have unit testing and integration testing, and then we have system testing, and at the last we have UAT testing, which is called user acceptance testing.
Mm-hmm. What does it mean actually?
Unit testing means that small part we have to test here, and after that in integration testing, joining that unit we have to test, and in system testing we will see that our system is working perfect as expected or not. And UAT means that user acceptance testing, means it is like end user testing, means as a end user it is we have to test like it is working as expected or not. Means it have alpha or beta testing also. In alpha testing we will test, and beta testing it is like the real customer will test, and whether they are facing or not, they will raise some bugs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Fine. Let me move ahead. So, can you please tell me, uh, okay, what is meant by the, bug lifecycle management do we have?
Bug life cycle, like when we will raise one bug, After that, it will going to engineer, and it will say that it is whether it is as expected behavior, or it is duplicate, or it is deferred. Like it is a bug. Deferred means that it is a bug, but we can't fix it now. Means it this feature will yet to launch. Then the engineer will say like, okay, reject that. If these three conditions are there, then the engineer will reject that bug. If it is not into that stages, then it will get launched and assign, and then engineer it is fix it. Then again we will retest it, and if it is got fixed, then we will close it. And if it is get not fixed, then again it will uh, it will get again launch go to that engineer, same engineer.
Okay. What is mean by the deferred state here?
Defer state means like if it is the bug is means, we can say it is there, the bug is correct, but with the feature is not yet to shift. Means we will not test that. We The feature is not yet to shift. We will launch that feature after some time. Then the bug will get rejected.
Are you sure about this?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please explain me about STLC?
STLC means software testing life cycle. Throughout the testing, we will taste about that. Like requirement analysis means here we will taste that all the requirements we have, whether we can test it or not. And then test planning, and then test design, then test environment setup, then test execution, and then the test closure.
What does it mean, but?
Test planning means that we will requirement analysis. I said that the requirement, we will gather all the requirement and test and see that all the requirements we have, it is tested or not. And test planning, we will plan accordingly the requirement test matrix. And test design means we will design the test cases here. And in test environment, we will set up the environment if automation needed or not, or the manual like Jira, we will set up that. And then test case execution we will here we will execute the test cases. And then the test closure procedure, we will see all gather all the results, like all the means defect flows, or we will gather, and finally we will coach the cycle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. Uh, okay. So who is responsible for, test environment setup?
Product owner.
Are you sure about this?
Mm, Product owner only.
What is the okay? What is the role of the
uh,
product owner?
Hello, means I guess project manager.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah, project manager.
Okay, what is the role of the product owner?
Product owner is main role to interact with the stakeholders or the client. Means it will be the voice of the Scrum team that what we need. It will all gather the customer needs, and then it will represent to the Scrum team that what client needs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Fine, no worry. Let me move ahead. Can you please tell me what is meant by the definition of done?
Sorry, I can't.
Okay, all right. What is the difference between monkey testing and gorilla testing?
In monkey testing, like don't have any means we don't know about the test means whole procedure, like we have to do randomly about the testing and Gola testing. Here we know about what to do. We just do the exploratory about the test without any documentation.
Are you sure about this?
Yes.
Okay, when we have to do the ad hoc testing.
Ad hoc testing when we will done about the smoke and regression, and uh, we have enough time, then we can do that ad hoc testing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, no worry, let me move ahead. Can you please tell me what is mean by the uh, requirement traceability matrix?
Requirement traceability matrix is gathered all the information about the requirements, like what we need to test and what the test scenario test, mm, all the test scenarios it used to gather. That is called the requirement test matrix.
Are you sure about this?
Means we can say that based on the requirements we used to make this requirement test matrix, and based on this requirement test matrix means gathered all the information about the what we have to test, and in test designing phase we will use based on this requirement test matrix we will move ahead, like what
Mm-hmm. Okay, what is the difference between boundary value analysis and equivalent partitioning?
equivalent partitioning mean that we will partition in between the test data, like we will create one partition between these test data, like, and in one partition whatever test data we have, that every test data will react same. And in boundary value analysis is the bound with the refer to that boundary values of equivalence partitioning, and yeah, that is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. No worry. Let me move ahead. Can you please tell me what is the difference between test cases and test scenario?
Test cases is like it's a gathering of the preconditions, test steps, actual result, and expected result, and where test scenario is referred to that scenario where the place where we have to test our test cases.
Mm-hmm. Okay, only this difference we have?
Uh, there is so many difference, but yeah, I mean, right now I can.
Mm-hmm. No problem. No problem. Can you please tell me the example of, high severity but low priority?
High severity but low priority. High severity, like low, there is an color change. Like if I have an bank portal and there is like the logo color is changed, or the means spelling mistake in logo, then we can say that high severity but low priority. High severity because the customer whoever come to that portal, uh, they can say that they can imagine that it is a fake fake portal.
Are you sure about this, Ananya?
Yeah, high severity, low priority.
Okay, no problem. Let me move ahead. Can you please tell me what is mean by the defect triage meeting do we have?
Um, defect, uh, like sorry, I can't answer.
Okay, no problem. Let me move ahead. Suppose if you are raising the bug, Ananya, and that bug is not accepting by the developer. So what is the actionable item for you?
That bug will reject it, I guess. Reject it.
Are you sure about this? So if that is a valid bug you raised, but developer is not accepting, and if developer is simply rejected that bug, so are you accepting that thing?
No, then we again have to talk with that engineer that this is a valid bug. We have to attach the screenshot and all. Then only they can see the test the
Still,
system.
he is not accepting the bug.
Okay. Um, we can uh, we can raise again that bug.
Yeah, but again he's gonna reject. No,
No, sir.
no problem. Let me jump to the SQL. What are the acid properties do we have, Ananya?
Acid means atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Atomicity differs that uh, yeah, atomicity differs that before can I move to isolation and durability?
Means I don't understand.
Yeah, isolation means that if transactions two transactions are there, they if one transaction is failed, then it will not affect the another transaction. And durability means that two before and after. Durability means that whatever changes happened in our uh, for that transaction, it will remain permanent. And consistency means that it will says the consistency of that two transaction. And atomicity means that before and after the transaction, the value should not be changed.
Are you sure about this, Ananya?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. Let me move ahead. So, can you please share your screen quickly, Ananya?
Yes.
Open the notepad. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Ananya, we have a table, okay? So we have a table, and in that table, what you have to do, we have a table, and in that table, we have a multiple column. So we have a first name column. There I have a multiple values, like many like thousands values you will have. You want to find out the unique value from that column. So can you please write down the query for it?
Can you repeat it once?
Suppose we have a table, employee table we have, and we have a multiple columns in that table. Suppose let's take an example, first name, column we have. In that first name column, we have a thousands value, and you want to find out the unique values from that column. So how you are going to find out? And please write down the query for it.
So the table name,
Anyone, you can take anything.
we have to fetch the unique keyword, right?
Unique values from that column.
Sir,
Done?
yes.
Okay. So suppose what you have to do, you have a okay, can you please write down the query for how we can apply the foreign key?
Sir, I can't.
Okay, no problem. Let me move ahead. So, can you please tell me, can you please write down the query for, okay, can you open the notepad? Okay. If you want to fetch the, duplicate data from the two table, there are two table we have, and from that respected column, we have to find out the duplicate data. Can you please write down the query for it?
Sir, I can't.
Okay. All right. I'm pretty much good from my side. Ananya, let me, stop the recording and let me start the feedback. You can stop your screen sharing as well.